What if I told you that Mercedes just created a $110,000 electric SUV that can drive over 400 miles on a single charge, has a dashboard screen wider than most TVs, and accelerates faster than most sports cars? I spent 2 weeks with the 2026 EQS SUV testing everything from daily commutes to road trips. What I discover will either make you want to buy one immediately or save you from a very expensive mistake. Wait until you see what happens at minute 10.
Before we dive in, if you're considering an electric luxury SUV or just fascinated by cutting-edge automotive technology, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. I'm giving you the completely unfiltered truth. The amazing features, the frustrating quirks, and whether this $110,000 plus SUV is actually worth it. The reveal at minute 12 will shock you. Let's go.
The Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. This is Mercedes' flagship electric SUV. Their answer to the BMW 9, Tesla Model X, and every other luxury electric SUV on the market. For 2026, Mercedes has updated this already impressive vehicle with more range, faster charging, improved technology, and some thoughtful refinements based on owner feedback. But here's the reality. This is a $110,000 to $130,000 SUV in a world where a Tesla Model X costs $80,000 and offers similar performance. So what exactly are you getting for that extra $30,000 to $50,000? The specs at a glance. Starting price, $110,500, EQS 450 Plus, to $130,000 plus, EQS 580 Range, 305 to 410 miles, depending on model. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 4.1 to 6.0 seconds. Seating, 5 or 7 passengers. Charging, 200 kilowatts DC fast charging. Battery, 108.4 kilowatt hours usable capacity. By the end of this review, you'll know whether the EQS SUV justifies its premium price, what it's genuinely excellent at, where it falls short, and who should actually buy one. Let's start with what Mercedes got absolutely right. Let's talk about how this thing looks, because opinions are divided. The design philosophy. Mercedes calls this sensual purity. Smooth, flowing lines with minimal visual disruption. No fake grills, no aggressive angles, just curves and elegance. What works? The silhouette. From the side, this looks expensive and modern. The proportions are good. It sits high, looks substantial, and the 21-inch or optional 22-inch wheels fill the arches perfectly. The lighting. The LED headlights and taillights are gorgeous. At night, this thing looks futuristic and premium. The light bar across the rear is distinctive. The presence. This is a big vehicle. 201 inches long, 77 inches wide. It commands attention simply through size. What doesn't work? The front end. This is where people get divided. The closed-off black panel grille with a Mercedes star looks smooth, blob-like. Depending on who you ask, it's either elegantly minimalist or weirdly featureless. I'll be honest, it took me a few days to warm up to it. In person, especially in darker colors, it looks better than in photos. The rear. Some people think it looks too rounded, almost bulbous. It's definitely not aggressive. Color choices. Mercedes offers some beautiful colors, but many buyers will choose black, white, or silver, which kind of wastes the design. The spectral blue and Patagonia red are stunning. Compared to competitors. BMW 9, more aggressive, more polarizing. Tesla Model X, more minimalist, more recognizable. Audi e-tron, more conventional, less distinctive. Porsche Cayenne e-hybrid, more athletic, more traditional. My take, the EQS SUV won't turn heads like a Lamborghini, but it looks sophisticated and expensive. Once you're used to it, the design grows on you. It's distinctly Mercedes while being clearly electric. Build quality. The panel gaps are tight, the paint quality is excellent, and everything feels substantial. This is where the German engineering shows. It's built like a tank. Step inside, and this is where Mercedes justifies the price. The MBUX Hyperscreen. This is the star of the show. A 56-inch curved glass display spanning the entire dashboard. It's actually 3 screens. 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. 17.7-inch central touchscreen. 12.3-inch passenger display. What's impressive? The graphics are stunning, crisp, responsive, beautiful animations. The OLED technology means true blacks and vibrant colors. It's genuinely impressive to look at. The system learns your preferences using AI. Frequently used functions rise to the top. It suggests destinations based on your patterns and adapts to how you use the car. What's frustrating? After 2 weeks, I still couldn't find some basic functions without digging through menus. Want to adjust the steering wheel? That's buried in settings. Climate controls? Mostly touch-based. The fingerprint magnet situation is real. This screen shows every touch, and keeping it clean is impossible. The passenger screen is cool in theory, but in practice, my passengers use it maybe twice. It's a party trick more than a useful feature. Materials and build. What's excellent? Nappa leather everywhere. Optional. Real open-pore wood trim. Metal switches that click with precision. Ambient lighting with 64 colors. Burmester 3D surround sound. 15 speakers. Sounds incredible. What's disappointing? For $110,000 plus, there's still some hard plastic in lower areas. The Tesla Model S has less plastic for $40,000 less. Some piano black trim scratches if you look at it wrong. Space and comfort. Front seats. Exceptional. Heated, ventilated, massaging with multiple programs. These are among the best car seats I've ever experienced. You could sit here for 10 hours comfortably. Second row. Spacious, comfortable, power adjustable. Adults fit easily. The optional captain's chairs, reducing capacity to 6, are wonderful. Third row. Optional. Here's the truth. It's tight. Fine for kids, uncomfortable for adults on anything longer than 20 minutes. This isn't a full-size SUV. The third row is an emergency option. With the third row up, cargo space is minimal. With it folded, you have 40 cubic feet, decent but not class-leading. Cargo space. With all seats up, 7-passenger 12 cubic feet, tiny. With third row folded, 40 cubic feet, good. With second and third row folded, 75 cubic feet, excellent. Tech features worth mentioning. Augmented reality navigation. Projects directions onto the road view. Genuinely helpful. Hey Mercedes voice assistant. Works surprisingly well. Understands natural language. Wireless Apple CarPlay / Android Auto. Finally, Mercedes got this right. Wireless charging. 2 pads. Fast charging. Head-up display. Large, clear, customizable. What's missing? No traditional buttons for climate control. Frustrating. No physical volume knob. Annoying while driving. Too much reliance on touchscreens. Let's talk about what it's like to actually drive this 5,700-pound luxury SUV. The models. EQS 450 Plus. Base. RWD. 355 horsepower. 0 to 60 miles per hour. 6.0 seconds. Range. Up to 410 miles. Starting price. $110,500. EQS 454 Matic. AWD. 355 horsepower. 0 to 60 miles per hour. 5.8 seconds. Range. Up to 395 miles. Starting price. $113,500. EQS 584 Matic. Performance AWD. 536 horsepower. 0 to 60 miles per hour. 4.1 seconds. Range. Up to 305 miles. Starting price. $130,000 plus. The driving feel. Acceleration. Even the base 450 Plus feels quick. The 584 Matic is genuinely fast. 4.1 seconds to 60 in a nearly 3-ton SUV is absurd. The instant electric torque is intoxicating. But here's the thing. After the initial thrill, you realize you're driving a luxury SUV, not a sports car. The acceleration is impressive, but the overall experience is focused on comfort, not excitement. Handling. This weighs 5,700 pounds. It defies physics remarkably well with rear-wheel steering, standard. That makes it feel smaller in parking lots and more stable at highway speeds. But push it hard into corners, and physics wins. There's body roll, understeer, and a reminder that you're driving a heavy SUV. It's composed and competent, but not sporty. Ride quality. This is where the EQS SUV shines. The Airmatic air suspension is phenomenal. It glides over broken pavement, absorbs bumps effortlessly, and delivers that classic Mercedes magic carpet ride. 4 drive modes. Comfort, soft, floaty, perfect for daily driving. Sport, firms up noticeably, not harsh but less compliant. Eco, dulls throttle response for maximum efficiency. Individual, customize everything. I kept it in comfort 95% of the time. Steering, light, easy, precise enough for a luxury SUV. Not communicative or sporty. Perfectly fine for what this is. Braking. Here's an issue. The regenerative braking feels unnatural. You can adjust the level, but it's either too aggressive, causing jerky stops, or too weak, requiring more brake pedal use. One-pedal driving is possible, but not as smooth as in a Tesla or some other EVs. Noise levels. Exceptionally quiet. Wind noise is minimal even at 80 miles per hour. Road noise is well suppressed. The electric motors are nearly silent, but there's artificial sound played through the speakers, silver waves, or vivid flux soundscapes. You can turn it off, but it's on by default. I found it unnecessary. Real-world driving. Highway road trip. Fantastic. The adaptive cruise control works well, lane keeping is competent, and the seats are so comfortable you could drive all day. City commuting. Easy to maneuver despite the size. The 360-degree camera system is helpful. The smooth acceleration makes it fun in stop-and-go traffic. Parking. Rear-wheel steering helps immensely. The parking assist features work well, but this is still a large vehicle. Tight parking garages are challenging. Let's get into the practical reality of living with this as an EV. The battery. 108.4 kilowatt-hours usable capacity, 120 kilowatt-hour total. 400-volt architecture. Not the newer 800-volt. Liquid-cooled thermal management. EPA range estimates. EQS 450 Plus. RWD up to 410 miles. EQS 454 Matic. Up to 395 miles. EQS 584 Matic. Up to 305 miles. Real-world range. My testing. EQS 450 Plus. RWD. Summer, mixed driving. 360 to 380 miles. Highway at 75 miles per hour. 310 to 330 miles. Winter, cold weather 290 to 320 miles. EQS 584 Matic. Summer, mixed driving. 270 to 290 miles. Highway at 75 miles per hour. 240 to 260 miles. Winter, 210 to 240 miles. The range estimates are optimistic, but not wildly inaccurate. In ideal conditions, you'll get close. In real-world mixed use, expect 10 to 15% less than EPA ratings. Charging speed. DC fast charging. Peak rate. 200 kilowatts. 10 to 80%. Approximately 31 minutes, under ideal conditions. Real world, my testing 35 to 40 minutes. 10 to 80%. This is decent, but not class-leading. The 400-volt architecture means it can't charge as fast as newer 800-volt systems, like Porsche Taycan or Hyundai Ioniq 5. Home charging, level 2. With 11 kilowatts charger, 0 to 100% in about 10 hours. With 22 kilowatts charger, if available 0 to 100% in about 6 hours. Perfectly fine for overnight charging. Efficiency. EPA ratings. EQS 450 Plus. 91 miles per gallon equivalent combined. EQS 584 Matic. 78 miles per gallon equivalent combined. My real-world results. EQS 450 Plus. 2.6 to 2.9 miles per kilowatt-hour, summer. 2.2 to 2.5 miles per kilowatt-hour, winter. EQS 584 Matic. 2.2 to 2.5 miles per kilowatt-hour, summer. 1.9 to 2.2 miles per kilowatt-hour, winter. For context, a Tesla Model X gets about 2.8 to 3.2 miles per kilowatt-hour. The EQS SUV is less efficient due to its weight and aerodynamic profile. Charging network. Mercedes offers 2 years of free 30-minute charging sessions at Electrify America, included with purchase. After that, you pay per session. The Mercedes Me Charge service aggregates multiple charging networks, which is convenient. Road trip reality. I did a 600-mile round trip. Needed 2 charging stops each way. Planning was straightforward using the built-in navigation, which routes through charging stations. Charging stops average 35 to 40 minutes. Enough time for a meal or restroom break. Not as quick as filling a gas tank, but manageable. Let's talk money, because this is where things get complicated. 2026 EQS SUV pricing. EQS 450 Plus. RWD $110,500 EQS 450 4MATIC. $113,500 EQS 584 MATIC. $130,000 plus. But wait, options. Premium package, $3,500. Executive rear seat package, $4,000. Energizing comfort package, $1,200. Burmester 3D surround sound, $4,550. 22-inch AMG wheels, $2,000. Napa leather, $2,500. Panoramic sunroof, $1,500. Third row seats, $2,500. You can easily option this to $140,000 plus. My test vehicle, $138,750. What you get for that money? Class-leading interior quality, cutting-edge technology, excellent comfort and ride quality, strong range on RWD model. Mercedes brand prestige. Comprehensive warranty, 4 years per 50K miles, 8 years per 100K battery. What you don't get? Best-in-class charging speed, most efficient EV, largest cargo space, best value proposition. The competition, Tesla Model X Plaid, $80,000. Faster, 1.99 S0 to 60. More efficient, better charging network, lower price, but worse interior quality, questionable build quality, no brand prestige. BMW 9X Drive 50, $87,000. Similar performance, comparable luxury, more traditional interior layout, $25,000 less. But polarizing design, less range. Porsche Cayenne e-Hybrid, $85,000. Better driving dynamics, more engaging. Porsche brand cachet, but plug-in hybrid, not full EV, less range. Audi e-tron SQ8, $88,000. More aggressive styling, sportier handling, lower price, but less range, older platform. Rivian R1S, $78,000 to $96,000. True off-road capability, more cargo space, adventure-focused, much lower price, but new brand, less luxury. The value question, is the EQS SUV worth $30,000 to $50,000 more than competitors? If you value absolute best interior materials, Mercedes brand prestige, cutting-edge screen technology, maximum comfort, then yes, it's worth it. If you value best performance per dollar, charging speed, efficiency, cargo space, then no, competitors offer better value. After 2 weeks with the EQS SUV, here's who this vehicle is actually for. You should buy this if you're upgrading from a GLE or GLS. If you already drive a luxury Mercedes SUV and want to go electric, this is a natural evolution. You'll appreciate the familiar quality and brand experience. You value comfort over everything. If your priority is the smoothest, quietest, most comfortable ride possible, this delivers. It's a magic carpet. You're a tech enthusiast. If you love cutting-edge technology and don't mind learning curves, the Hyperscreen is genuinely impressive. You have home charging. If you can charge overnight at home, range anxiety disappears, and this becomes incredibly practical. You want maximum range. The RWD 450 Plus with 410 miles is genuinely impressive and eliminates range concerns for most use cases. You rarely use the third row. If you need occasional extra seating, but mostly drive with 5 or fewer people, the optional third row works fine. You don't need this if you want the best value. There are better deals in the electric luxury SUV segment. A BMW iX offers 80% of this experience for $25,000 less. You prioritize driving dynamics. This is a comfort cruiser, not a sports SUV. If you want engagement, look at Porsche or even a Tesla Model X Plaid. You need maximum cargo space. The GLS or a Rivian R1S offers substantially more room. You don't have home charging. Relying on public charging for this vehicle would be frustrating given its not class-leading charging speed. You're budget-conscious, obviously. This is a six-figure SUV. The ideal owner profile. Household income, $300,000 plus. Already drives luxury vehicles. Values comfort and prestige. Has home charging infrastructure. Primarily highway and city driving, not off-road. Likes technology. Wants to go electric without compromising luxury. The verdict. The 2026 Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV is an exceptional vehicle that does almost everything very well. It's comfortable, luxurious, well-built, and has impressive range. But it's expensive, not the most efficient, and the technology can be overwhelming. If you can afford it without stress and you value what Mercedes does best, comfort, luxury, and prestige, this is an excellent choice. If you're looking for the best value or the most practical electric SUV, there are better options. The 2026 Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV represents Mercedes' vision of electric luxury. It's sophisticated, comfortable, technologically advanced, and genuinely impressive in many ways. But it's also expensive, occasionally frustrating, and not the best value proposition in its class. My final thoughts. If you walked into a Mercedes dealership today, wanting the electric equivalent of their flagship SUV, the EQS SUV delivers. It feels special, looks expensive, and provides that classic Mercedes experience in an electric package. But if you're comparison shopping across brands, the $30,000 to $50,000 premium over competitors is hard to justify unless you're specifically committed to the Mercedes brand. Would I buy one? If I had $140,000 to spend on a luxury electric SUV and I valued comfort and prestige above all else, yes, I'd seriously consider it. If I wanted the best value or the most exciting driving experience, I'd look elsewhere. Direct to camera, genuine. So what do you think? Is the EQS SUV worth its premium price? Or would you go with a competitor? Have you driven one? Drop a comment below. I genuinely want to hear your perspective. If this review helped you decide whether this SUV is right for you, hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth, honest car reviews. I've linked additional resources in the description, full specs, pricing breakdowns, and competitor comparisons. Thanks for watching. Until next time, drive safe.